Hi. Hope you're good. I've decided I really struggle to do the recording whilst doing the podcast. So I thought if I do live, it will then save it for you. So anyone that tunes in, I hope you're good. So I'm just about to press record for the podcast. So this is actually, do you know what? I'll quickly introduce it. So I have two podcasts running that run bi-weekly as such. So the first one is the Mum Makes one, which is where I share stories of behind the scenes, what's going on, being a mum, tips and like friendly tips and tricks, reminders of how to encourage mums to look after themselves, all that self-care, self-love, all that sort of those things that we really forget to do and almost gets put at the bottom of the pile. So that's where we do that, and I tell stories of what's going on in my own life. Oh my goodness, you can see how dirty my mirror is. That's really bad. That's going to really bug me now. I need to sit in front of it, don't I? But yeah, so that's that one. And then the other one, because I've been running Play Hooray for 8 years now, I get so many messages from mums asking, how could I do what you do? How could I run an online business like you do? How could I? And a lot are from teachers as well, or people who have worked with children, reaching out and messaging me to ask basically how I do it. So this is for those who are interested in the business chat, the business side of things. So I'm wanting to share that. So this is the Educator to Online Expert podcast, which also goes out bi-weekly on all the places that podcasts go out. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. I don't know where else people listen to podcasts. I'm not sure. So thought this would be a really great way, because just in case anyone wants to be able to watch it back, wants to see me in my very pink office. It doesn't look quite as pink as it actually is. I need to have a real good go with the lighting. I recorded a live the other day with moved my desk to sit in front of the windows, and it just showed how shiny I was. It wasn't good. So I've moved back, but yeah, I really want to work on the lighting in this office just to make it more camera friendly, let's say. All right, so I'm going to start recording in a moment. This is a bit where I always get nervous and getting myself in a little pickle, so excuse me if I have to start a couple of times. It's just real life, basically, just a mum doing lots of things all at once. Hello, lovely. How are you? I hope you are good. Well, today on the Educator to Online Expert podcast, I thought we would talk about personal brands. And the reason why I want to share this is I heard a really interesting fact the other day, and I shared it with my lovely business mum. So if I ever talk about my business mums, these are the awesome ladies that we have who are currently working through my Mum to Moneymaker online course. So this is a course I created and launched at the end of last September. So it's been going a few months. And these are the mums who are working their way through the course. The course is a step-by-step guide to basically doing what I did. I was a teacher on maternity leave. I decided to share what I knew about play and child development on Instagram and Facebook. I started sharing that, started creating products, and wham, bam, I had a full-time business. Not as easy as that, a lot more mistakes than that, and sadly not quite as quick as that. But for the past 8 years, that's what I've been doing. I have been growing my profile online to be seen as an expert in my field, and that was as an early years teacher. I've been sharing that online, helping people, helping other mums, and then as a side, as an income stream, I created play prompts, my activity cards. I've done online courses, membership site. We also, I did have an app, but I decided to pull that. Apps are quite expensive, actually. They're not as bad these days, but at the time when I launched mine, it cost quite a lot of money. So yeah, we've actually pulled the app, sadly. But one day it might come back again. I think that's one thing that I really like, is that it's not forever, and I might one day bring the play prompts back as well. But for the moment, they are printable. They are digital downloads. And so I've been through that. I've been through all the ups and downs of running my own business, but it's allowed me. I left teaching, not with the plan to start a business, thinking that I just wanted a little bit more time at home with my baby. Started sharing online and saw the potential for making money. Created a platform, Play Hooray, which grew and grew a community. I was able to income whilst raising 3 boys. And that is now what I'm teaching. I'm finally, after years and years, I've been hounded in my inbox of people asking me, how did you do it? So how do how I'm a mum or I'm a teacher, how can I do what you're doing? How can I have a business on the side or full-time business while I'm raising the kids, whatever it might be? How can I do what you're doing? So finally, I'm putting together I've put together my online course, and I am teaching mums. I'm trying to shift myself so you can't see that it's not washing. It looks like a basket washing. It's my spare jumpers for when I change my jumpers for making content, but it looks like a bag of washing. So I am actually recording this live on YouTube so that we also have it on YouTube as well for anyone that is a visual person like me who likes to see who is talking behind the microphone. So yes, that's what I've been doing for the past 8 years. And now our online course takes you through step by step from finding your idea, finding what we call your diamond, what is your thing, and growing that, sharing your expertise. Now, when I talk about being an expert, I know that sounds really scary, but as I like to remind everybody is you don't have to, you can be an expert. I was an expert. I'm qualified. I worked for many years as a teacher. And I was an expert in early years, child development, play, all those sorts of things. And I was an expert. I had lots of experience. But there are also people online growing their audience and growing their profile, growing their personal brand, who probably wouldn't call themselves experts. And these are people who I like to twist the word or flip it and reframe it and look at it from a different perspective. And instead of being an expert, think about being a fan of something, just being a really big fan. You might be a fan of gardening. You might be a fan of cooking. You might be a fan of art. It really could be anything, something that you are interested in, passionate about, because as we always say, if you're going to start a business about it, you're going to be prepared. You're going to have to talk about it a lot. You're going to live and breathe it. Trust me. I've been there. You think about it more than your children. And I know that's quite shocking, but it's true. So yeah, you can just be a fan of something. So like I always give the example, Mrs. Hinch. I bet she says she's not an expert in play. I bet there's people who have possibly more knowledge around cleaning than her. However, she has a passion for it. It's something that she enjoys and has been sharing. And she is now seen as an expert online. She's grown her personal brand all around cleaning, or it's based on cleaning. She's gone into other things now. And the same, it could be that you've gone through some sort of personal journey. I've shared my Stuck to Strong journey, me after having 3 children, losing my identity, and decided that I wanted to do something about it. And so took the steps to become mentally and physically stronger. I share that online now. You might be like Deliciously Ella, who had a health condition, researched recipes that would help her to overcome the issue, and now shares that and even has a brand of snacks and food and recipe books and all sorts. So again, I'm sure she will say that she's not an expert. She is a fan of, she's been on a personal journey. And that is what people are looking for. They are looking for people who haven't just got the theory. They don't just want someone who's got all the ideas but never actually put it into practice. A bit like being a teacher. You don't just want someone who's going to tell you all the theory of, how to control children, or behavior management of 30 children in a classroom. You're going to want to listen to someone who's actually been there and done it for themselves, tried and tested these ideas. You don't just want the theory. And so this is what we are helping you with. And so the mums, if I talk about our business mums, they are the awesome ladies who have gone through or are currently going through their the Mum to Moneymaker online course, and are at the moment launching amazing things, launching products and membership sites and coaching services and one-to-one calls and consultations. And someone's actually gone through the course and decided she wants to create a physical product. Fine, that's great. We can help her, because you're still going to need to build a personal brand if you're going to have a product out there. That is essential. So it still absolutely applies to her. We have a lady who runs children's classes, forest school classes. We have a lady who What was the other one? Oh, it's gone. It's gone. It was on the tip of my tongue. The vertical classes. Oh, yes, we have an influencer who has many thousands of followers, but doesn't actually have any products and wants to create something for herself. So we've got loads of incredible women working through the course and doing amazing things and already creating an income. They are earning money from the things that they are selling. They are selling their expertise, their skills, because people want to learn from them. Now, I've heard a fact recently, and I just wanted to share it with you because I shared it with my business mums the other day, and it was a lady pointing out that, did you know Kylie Jenner from the Kardashian family? I'm sure you recognize her. I can't believe you will have heard of her. You will have heard of her. If you're thinking, I'm not sure who that, you will have heard of her. When you see the pictures, you will see. Kylie Jenner has 400 million followers on Instagram. I mean, just get your head around that number. You just can't. You can't imagine what that must be like. She has 400 million followers on Instagram. Now, Kylie, as you know, she went through a huge personal transformation, particularly the way she looks, and put it all down to a lip gloss that she created. And Kylie bought out Kylie Cosmetics, which is a huge billion-dollar business, I believe, or mega multi-million-dollar business. Now then, when you look on Instagram, Kylie Cosmetics has a fraction of what Kylie has in follower-wise, and she has 25 million. Yes, I know it's still an incredible number, but isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting that Kylie has 400 million and Kylie Cosmetics has 25 million followers? Yes, both massive numbers, but I think this just really helps to show the importance of building your personal brand. If you are trying to grow your business, want to be seen as an expert in your field, I get asked many times, do I need to show my face on camera? Do I need to show up on camera? Do I need to speak on camera? Now, all of these things are, well, really, to be quite frank, quite petrifying, to be honest, isn't it? The idea of turning your camera on and speaking to so many people all at once. However, it doesn't have to happen overnight. We will help you with that because you can build it up over time. And this is something I have just been launching this week, the Online Expert Academy. Now, this is a section, a community, a resource. That is the word. It's the resource that attaches onto the Mum to Moneymaker course. And this is where I am adding all the updates for social media, because if you are going to grow a business, this is what I've done. This is what I've done. I have grown my platform on social media. I've been keeping up with the algorithm, which, as we know, is changing constantly. And I've been putting videos and content out there to help people and alongside selling my own products. And that's what, if you are thinking about it, you can do faceless accounts. There are people out there making money with faceless accounts. However, I imagine if you want to be able to connect with your audience, if you want to be seen as an expert, like I said, that expert doesn't have to be the be all and end all. You could be a fan of, but if you want to be seen as an expert in your field, whether it's something related to teaching, whether it's something, a personal journey you've been on, or something that you're interested in, say a hobby or something like that, gardening, let's go with the gardening one, and you've got experience of that, you want your audience to get to know you. And this is really important. This is something I talk about a lot because I, for myself, have seen the power of connecting with your audience. By showing up on camera, by showing up regularly, people are able to see the person behind the brand. And this is why Kylie versus Kylie Cosmetics is so much bigger. People have got to know her as a person and know what she's about, know what she's into, know what her style is. And that's the same with me. So we had Play Hooray, which tipped over the 100,000 followers. I think we're at like 148, something like that at the moment. We also had Play Prompts. We've got a page for our Play Prompts activity cards, 18,000 followers. It's such a significant difference. And that's because I'm not showing up on the Play Prompts account. There, we just show the products. We just show what we're about. We show how our products are used in different situations, but no one is showing up there. We don't have me or someone else popping up to explain things, demonstrate things, all things like that. However, over on the Play Hooray page, we do, and that's where people connect with you. People buy from people. You may have heard this saying before. People buy from people. They connect with the person behind the brand. They want to hear the journey that you've been on. They want to hear the ups and the downs. They don't just want the overnight success. They want to hear the real life stuff, because that's what makes you relatable. That's what they can relate to and can see part of themselves in you, at the same time as aspiring to want to be like you more. They want to learn from you. They want to get something from you. They want to know that by listening and in taking in your content, you are going to help them move them forward to the person that they want to become. And so we want to share those little bits. Now, you don't have to show all of your personal life. And this is something I'm always talking about in the Online Expert Academy, our new section of the course, and something that you can add on to your course if you want to go through, where I support you to build your social media profile. This is something I'm always talking about, is that people buy from people. People want to get to know you. They want your personality. But you don't have to show your whole life. Did you realize when I was building Play Hooray, I actually showed very little of anything else. I never did, you might get questions. I got asked for house tours, or I would, I never shared holidays. I never shared weekends, or very rarely. I would only show play. Yet people still bonded with me. People still related to me and built a relationship with me. And people still felt like I was their friend, even though I only showed up to talk about play and child development. People still felt like they knew the whole me. And that's because I added in snippets of my personality. Well, I showed that I wasn't perfect, which makes you relatable. And I talked about different things that I was interested in as well. And I've had a really good example about this recently, is when you will notice when you're starting to connect with your audience, people start to tag you in things. I think you like this. And I always remember years ago, at the time when I used to go live regularly with Mason, at the time he was probably about 4 or 5, we used to go live and do play activities and things like that. And Mason was always really into his vehicles, and particularly diggers. And I always remember a lady, she had some men working, road workers doing some work on the road outside her house, took a photo of the diggers and sent them to me saying, I think your son would really like this. Now that just shows, doesn't it, that you've made a connection, that they saw that and thought of me. I mean, what an honor that they have thought of me outside of Instagram. That's what really helps. And that shows that you're starting to build a relationship. People see you as authentic, see you as relatable. And this is why we want to show the person behind the brand. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show your whole entire life, but just show off your expertise, but let them get to know you. And this is why on Instagram, stories at the moment are so popular, because people get to see behind the scenes. This is why reality TV shows are so popular. People want to see the real. They don't want to see the polish. They want to see the real, the relatable, the real life, the ups and downs, the struggles, the things that have gone well, the things that haven't gone well. They want to know that. They want to go on the journey with you. So if you are looking at starting or you're on the journey of growing some sort of online business, or selling products, or selling digital products, whatever it might be, please, I urge you, even as scary as it is, the idea of showing up on camera, showing your personality, even speaking on camera. I built mine up over time. I didn't just start going live every day at 10 a.m. overnight. That's not how it happened. I started by being in stories, then I talked a bit more, and I built it up and grew my confidence, so I was able to appear on camera and speak quite freely. Now, if you want help with this, we can help you with in the Online Expert Academy. I've got tips and tricks to help you feel more confident. I've got tips and tricks for helping you to remember what you need to say when you show up on camera. I've got all of those to help you build your personal brand so that you stand out from the crowd, because as we know, Instagram, social media these days, it's such a busy place, but it's you that's going to stand out. It's you that they are going to want to buy from. And so I have got some tips and tricks that will help you to stand out from the crowd and get known, and be able to build a relationship with your audience so that they trust you and they can learn from you, and more importantly, that they can then want to buy to be able to learn from you, which is essential really when you're running a business. You want to have products and things that people are going to want to buy. So I hope that helps you today. If you've been umming and ahhing whether, do I really need to go on camera? Yeah, you do. Is the answer yes, you do, particularly if you want to build a really authentic, strong, powerful bond with your audience and be seen as relatable, and someone that people are able to connect with. Yes, I think it really does help being able to show up on online. There are people out there doing faceless accounts, and that's good for them. However, this is how I built my business, and so this is what I'm sharing with you. So if you would like any help with this, if you are at the very beginning, just trying to find your idea for your online business, or you've already started something and would like to grow the momentum of social media and things like that, do reach out to me. I would love to talk you through our online course, and particularly the very new Online Expert Academy, where I'm sharing, constantly updating just the basics of getting started with Reels, then how to edit things, then how to share your expertise, the camera tricks for feeling confident, all of that stuff is all in there, and it's going to be continually updated to help you keep up to date with all the changes that's happening on Instagram, because it's a busy old place, isn't it? And it really does keep us small business owners busy. Right, I hope that helps. Please head over to play.hooray, send me a DM. I would love to chat to you, whether you're thinking about it or you need some more information, whatever it is. I'd love to talk you through our course. I would love to talk you through the Online Expert Academy. And as a thank you for listening today, I also have a free 60-minute workshop that talks you through exactly how I built my business step by step, so that you can do the same as well. And you can see how, as a teacher, educator, or mum, how you can use your skills to turn that into an online business. Come on over, send me a DM, and I'll send you an invitation to watch the free workshop. Thank you very much for listening. I am sending you loads of love, and I will chat soon. Bye-bye. Thank you very much for watching and listening today, everybody. And this is going to be saved now. And if you do want to listen to the podcast, it is over on all the places where you can hear podcasts. Just type it in, Educator to Online Expert, or send me a DM, and I'd love to send you the details. And if you are interested as well in our online course, do pop over, come say hi, and I can send you the links to the free workshop or the course, whatever it is you need help with. Lovely to chat to you, and can't wait to speak to you soon. Bye.